Hello. This recording is for the mini project, and I'll be doing a dramatic reading on A Raisin in the Sun. Oh, Mama, the Murchisons are honest to God, real life rich colored people, and the only people in the world who are more snobbish than rich white people are rich colored people. I thought everybody knew that. I've met Mrs. Murchison. She's a scene. You must not dislike people 'cause they're well off, honey. Why not? It makes just as much sense as disliking poor people 'cause they are poor. And lots of people do that. Well, she'll get over some of this. Get over it? What are you talking about, Ruth? Listen, I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm not worried about who I'm going to marry yet. If I ever get married. If? Now, Benny. Oh, I probably will. But first I'm going to be a doctor. And George, for one, still thinks that's pretty funny. I couldn't be bothered with that. I'm going to be a doctor, and everybody around here better understand that. Course you're gonna, course you're going to be a doctor, honey. God willing. God hasn't got a thing to do with it. Benitha, that just wasn't necessary. Well, neither is God. I get sick of hearing about God. Benitha! I mean it. I'm just tired about God all the time. What does he got to do with anything? Does he pay in tuition? Tuition? You about to get your fresh little jaw slapped. That's just what she needs, all right. Why? Why can't I say what I want around here like everyone else does? It don't sound nice for a young girl to say things like that. You wasn't brought up that way. Me and your father went to trouble to get you and your brother to church every Sunday. So I chose for Benitha to start off with an angry and upset tone. And I did this because this is how I thought she felt during the segment I read, because she, in the very beginning, she complained about rich colored people. I would then begin to have an angrier tone with Ruth and the mother once Benitha began talking about God, or more so talking down on God. And this is also kind of reason for some of my pauses. Besides for some of my mistakes during reading, there are some deliberate pauses in there that are supposed to represent anger, because sometimes whenever we're angry, we just say what's on the top of our mind, and we either don't perform or don't say any complete sentences, or we just pause during what we say, and kind of like what I'm doing, but right now. But imagine more of an angry tone. That's kind of how most people act when they're angry. They sometimes we speak like that. We don't perform. We sometimes either don't perform correct sentences or just pause during sentences because of how angry we are. From what I've read, I can really see how upset Beneatha is with seeing these rich colored people. I mean, if I was during in this same time, and I was seeing people with same skin as me, and I was being treated poorly because of my skin, and seeing these people in the higher positions would make me feel even angrier. and I'd already feel really angry about being treated harshly because of my own skin. But seeing someone else who's similar to me and has the same downsides as me, I'm saying downsides because during that time, that's probably like scenes of downsides or as an anomaly. But seeing someone with the same anomalies as I would have had, and with them being in a much higher position, I would feel even more angry because, well, if they're much better than I am, why aren't I in that same position too? He's just like me, but but why am I poor and why is he rich? You know. Another thing that I noted was how she spoke about God, and I do understand how she feels, especially considering what I literally just talked about when she's in her predicament, seeing other rich colored people being more well off than she and her family is. And to her, it may seem like God has blessed those colored people in particular, but not her family. The thing is, God will help you in life. You just need to pray for His help. And He is not just going to instantly give you what you want, but He will provide for you and your family. But you just gotta be patient. And yeah, you have to you just have to pray to Him and be patient, and God will give. After all, patience is one of the seven virtues.